The real offer killer nobody talks about. You sent a clean offer, clear pricing, clear scope, nothing hidden, and the prospect still went quiet. If that's happened to you, here's the truth. Your offer probably wasn't the problem. There's a real offer killer, and almost nobody talks about it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is and how to fix it before your next offer goes out. If you appreciate me making this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button and consider subscribing and sharing this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's get into it. Who am I? Quick context on why I care about this one. My name is James Miller. Before Solo Growth I was a senior account manager at EAR Specialty Composites. And during that time, we grew the company from $10 million to $43 million in revenue, with gross margin going from 12% to 55%. That growth led to a $123 million acquisition by a Fortune 100 company. It was a team effort, but I watched up close what happens when a strong product gets paired with a confusing offer and what happens when it doesn't. The pattern. All right, here's the pattern I see over and over. A business owner has a real conversation with a prospect and sometimes a few calls. Then they go build a polished proposal, send it, and wait. And the wait turns into silence. Most owners assume the price was too high, the timing was wrong, or the prospect wasn't serious. But here's what I found: the offer almost never kills the deal. What kills it is what didn't happen before the offer was written. The clarity conversation. There's a concept from consultant Alan Weiss from his book Million Dollar Consulting called conceptual agreement. His point is simple: you don't build a proposal until you and the client already agree out loud on the problem, the solution, the outcome, and roughly the investment. Sandler Training, the sales training company, has their own version of this called the upfront contract, a verbal agreement that you reach before anything goes in writing. I call it the clarity conversation, and it needs to happen before you ever open a proposal template. Skip it, and your offer is a guess. Do it, and your offer is just confirmation. Quick break. If you're not sure whether your sales conversations are actually landing before the offer goes out, I built a free 20-minute diagnostic that walks through exactly where your process is leaking. Link is in the description and the pinned comment below. go.sologrowth-ai.com/diagnostic. All right, back into it. The offer as confirmation. Once the clarity confirmation happens, the offer's job changes completely. It's not there to persuade anybody, it's there to write down what you already agreed to in plain language with no surprises. Their situation in their words, the outcome you agreed on, what it costs, that's it. When a prospect opens an offer like that, there's nothing left to think about because the conversation that mattered already happened. Best, essential, starter. Now, how you structure that offer matters too. There's an old saying that a confused mind can't make a decision, and there's real research behind that. In his book, The Paradox of Choice, Barry Schwartz talks about how too much choice creates anxiety and decision paralysis. Give a client too many options, and they're more likely to make no decision at all, even if they already know they want to work with you. That's why I use three options, always in this order: best, essential, starter. Best is exactly what came out of the clarity conversation, the full solution to the specific pain that got them talking to you in the first place. Essential comes next. It solves part of the problem for less money, and it's often more profitable for you per hour of work. Starter comes last. It's a small, focused piece of the solution priced to make saying yes easy, and it's usually your most profitable option because it's fast for you to deliver and it still gets the client a result. Putting best first isn't an accident. When someone sees the full option first, everything after it looks more reasonable by comparison. And starter isn't a discount, it's a trial. If it goes well, most clients want more. To sum up, the real deal killer is one step that's currently missing from your sales process, and it doesn't take much to add it back in. Once you know how to leverage your positioning statement, you start attracting clients who actually want to buy your specific solution to fix their expensive pain. It's not your pricing and it's not your pitch deck. It's skipping the conversation that should happen before either one exists. If you want to go deeper on what has to be clear before any of this works, I made a video on positioning. You can check it out by clicking right here.